Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So today I thought I would do my June favorites for you. This is really sort of, I didn't do a May favorites. This is really sort of a May-June favorites combination. And I will say I've been testing a lot of products lately. So some of the items that are my favorites this month are a little bit random because I've used so many different products over the last few months that these are the products I've really been enjoying and continue to go back to. So let's jump in and get started. The first one is a shadow, and this is a MAC Pro Longwear Eyeshadow, and it's in the color Pink Frontier, which is just a like a satin color pink. It's almost a peachy pink. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. It's right here. And I've been going a lot to just a single color, not today, but a single color on my lid, a little bit of liner, some mascara, and I'm out. And this is a really pretty color for that if you have blue eyes. It's almost, I'm not sure if you can see it, it's right here. It's like a peachy pink color. It blends really nicely on the lids, even on a mature lid. And it wears really well because it's one of the MAC Pro Longwear colors. It's a really nice color, and if you have blue eyes, this will definitely make your blue eyes pop. So I've been reaching for this a lot lately. Another item I've been reaching for is a liner, and in my empties video I shared that I used up my Chanel waterproof Stilo in Espresso, which is one of my favorite dark brown liners. And so I've been reaching for my Trish McEvoy gel eyeliner in Deep Aubergine. And this is just a really dark brown. It has a little bit of red in it, but not so much that it is going to make you look sick, that kind of thing. I'm wearing this today. I love this liner on my waterline and on my lash line. For those of you who haven't used these, let's see if I can do it backwards here. It's a gel-like consistency, so it blends on beautifully. And then once it sets, you have time to blend it if you like to blend, and once it sets, it really doesn't move. So I get very little transfer when I use it on my waterline, and when I use it on my lash line, it stays beautifully. I am wearing this today both in the waterline and on my lash line, and I really, really enjoy it. This is just a super dark brown. It has a little bit of that eggplant-ish color to it, but it really looks like a true brown on the eye, I think. And again, I just put it on my lash line and smudge it with a smudger brush, like a little smudger brush like this. Any kind of smudger brush will work, but I like to smudge it out. You don't have to. It's a really nice product. Once it sets, it stays. It doesn't wear off during the day. You have to work at it a little bit to remove it when you're removing your eye makeup, which I like because that means it's not going anywhere even on a hot, humid day, or if my eyes are watering because of my allergies. So I've been using that a lot. This Trish liner comes in many colors. So there's a really beautiful blue one that I own that's pretty, but this brown one I love. Okay, I've been wearing all kinds of eye looks, but mostly I've been doing just sort of a single shadow and off I go. So my blending brushes have been getting a lot of use because when I do a single shadow, I like to blend it out in the crease really well so it sort of looks like it's fading. And I've got two brushes that I've been loving for that, and I wanted to talk about both of them. The first one is all dirty. I have no idea what that is on there. Is a Wayne Goss brush, and this is in the number 16. And it's a big fat brush, and it's really dense, but this is really great for blending out anything that you're on your eye. If you've got too much of something on, or you're just trying to blend sort of your brow bone color and your crease color, this is a beautiful blending brush. Highly, highly recommend it. It's really dense, so it really can blend the product and remove product if you've got too much on there and that kind of thing, and I really enjoy it. The other brush that is somewhat new to me and I'm loving it's an Armani brush, and this is the large eye contour brush is what it's called. It's not, it's number 22. I don't think it says the name. No, it's number 22, and I believe it's called the large eye contour. So this is a big brush for doing the contour of your eye. I like it because when you're just trying to blend a little bit and you're not trying to remove too much color, because it's not as dense as the Goss brush, you can see. But it's natural hair, so it does a really great job at blending, and it's nice and big, so it really just gets in there and blends everything out. It's super, super soft. This is the only, let me think about this. This is the only Armani brush I own, and I love it. I will say, when I first purchased this, it shed a little bit until I washed it a couple times, and now it doesn't shed anymore. And you guys know how I feel about shedding. But I think that's just because the brush was new, and once I washed it a couple times, it stopped shedding. I love this. You should be able to get it at any Armani counter. I really, really love it. They're slightly shorter handle, even shorter than the Wayne Goss brushes. And I have, because I've gotten used to using Japanese brushes, I've gotten used to having shorter handle brushes, and I love this. It's a nice thick handle too, so it's a good weight when you're using it. I just love it. You could use this for powdering under the eye, for powdering in the T-zone, or any sort of precise powdering as well. I just love it. It's nice and it's soft, but it's not too dense, so love it. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and this is somewhat new, I've only had it for a few weeks now, but I'm using it almost every day, so I thought I would talk about it. And it is the my Chanel Le Beige powder in 01. This is the multicolored powder that I bought in 01. A lot of you have asked what I thought about it now that I've been using it. I use it every day. This is a great finishing powder to use every day. I don't use the colors separately. I just swirl a big kabuki brush in it, just like that, swirl it around, get some on there, and I just sort of finish with it. First of all, it smells delightful, and it just sort of blurs everything and gives you that very flawless finished look. I compare this to sort of finishing with the Guerlain Meteorites. I like this because it's portable, whereas the Meteorites, I feel like I don't want to take those with me because they're loose. I love to use them. They're very, very pretty. This does a very similar thing as far as finishing goes, only it's not quite as glowy, and it's portable. So I love it. I think it was a great purchase for me, and I do think I will probably go through this fairly quickly because I'm using it every day, and I really sort of swirl the brush in there and then just buff it all over my skin because it doesn't build up and look cakey on the skin. It just sort of blurs everything, and I just love it. So I highly recommend that. It's limited edition. I do believe it's still available at a lot of counters, so if you're interested, it's the Le Beiges Healthy Glow Multicolor Powder in number 01, and this actually has SPF 15 in it. Last thing is my lip combo that I'm wearing today. So I have been trying all kinds of lipsticks lately, but I tend to go to this one a lot for some reason, and it is a combination of the MAC Lustre in the color Sea Sheer, which I believe is permanent, and this is just a corally color. It's not super light. It has good pigmentation for a luster, so I will put that on my lips. Pinks on me tend to go more coral, so this is a coral, so it really wears coral. It's a deeper coral, and then which is really pretty on its own, but I've been mixing it with my Le Metier Coral Rose, which I believe is a permanent color. I don't believe this to be limited edition. I think you can still get it. And this is just a shimmering, I'll put it next to it so you can see it on its own. See how it's orange. It's a shimmering sort of orangey color, and when you layer the two of them together, you just get sort of what I have on my lips. I'll put it over it now. Which is a true sort of beautiful, so now the two are mixed together here. It's just a really pretty, deeper coral, so it's not a super bright coral. It gives me a little bit more pigmentation, which is good because my lips are a little bit darker, so I need a color. If the coral's going to really show through, I need it to be a little bit deeper. And I like wearing these together. I don't typically wear them with a pencil, and I don't get too much bleeding from it, so the combination of these two is great. Again, it's MAC Sea Sheer and Le Metier's Gloss in Coral Rose. I don't know why it's called coral rose, because there's nothing rosy about it. It is truly coral, if you ask me, and I just love it. So those are my favorites for the last several weeks. Like I said, I've been testing a bunch of products, so I've been using a bunch of different things, but these are the things I've been going to over and over again. So if you have any questions about the products, please feel free to comment below. If you own any of these and love them too, please let us know. Also, feel free to share what some of your favorites have been over the last month or so. I always love reading that, and I know everybody else does as well. So that's it for today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again soon.